Okay, so I know that I have not been posting videos or covers or anything else that I used to do. But I do want to start that again, kind of. But for now, I want to read you a paragraph, or starting paragraph, of what I think will be my memoirs, my autobiography. So if anyone cares, anyway. So I wanted to read what I had, just to put it out there, put a feeler, see if you like it, see if anybody likes it, see if nobody wants to hear it. So, I posted it on Instagram and Twitter, which, by the way, if you're not following me on there, I post a lot more than I do here. Both of them are Tiny Box Tink, if you want to follow those. In the meantime, here's this. This really happened, so take that into account while you're listening to it. It's going to be sideways because I'm reading it, but hopefully you'll still get the impact. So, let's go. Where's my computer? Stop. 1 minute. Ooh, hello. And please excuse me for the angle. It looks really bad. Okay. She pulled the bottle of NyQuil out from her purse and chugged the remaining liquid while staring at her phone screen. Big red numbers flashing -1,000 on her bank account. Everything was falling apart, set on fire and burning to ashes right in front of her, and there was nothing she could do to stop it. All she could do was hope and pray in the back of that cab that she would make it through this night, this last night. Then she'd be free. The cab pulled up to the small theater and she took 3 deep breaths, tossing the empty NyQuil bottle into the street. She climbed the stairs and entered the lobby, heading straight to the bar and ordered a rum and coke. She had a credit card with a 10 grand limit, and she was only up to 1,000. What was a few dollars more? She climbed the stairs, she entered the doors and sat at a table alone, something she'd gotten painfully used to. She downed her drink and signaled for another. She'd need more liquid courage to do what she had planned to do tonight. Finally, the lights dimmed, and the reason for all of this shit, this entire year of unadulterated personal hell, the reason she was even alive at this point, came up on the stage. His voice, his face, that jawline, his talent. All of it less than 3 feet away from her. The tingling began to fill her body, and she honestly couldn't decipher whether it was from the alcohol or from him. Whatever hell shit she'd gone through, this year of torture, all of it fell away when she watched him on stage. Her mind wandered to what was going to happen after this show. It was go time. Maybe one more drink was in order. The show was ending and the drinks kicked in. Hard. Shit. She hadn't meant to get this sloshed. She couldn't make her speech now, but she could write it. She took out her phone and furiously typed. Hey, you. So, I know we've gone back and forth, well, I've been going. You've been so sweet, and I'm leaving here tonight forever. I need you to kiss me goodbye. I just need one kiss from those sweet lips to move on. I think it'll give me closure. Please? She read it over with rum goggles. Yep, perfect. This would work. Finally, the show ended and the lights came up. Cast members filled the hall. The girl she had looked up to for a year was trying to introduce her to her friends, and she was way too drunk to even fathom it. She felt herself screaming inside. This is the moment. She likes you. She's trying to help. She cares. But her body wouldn't follow through. She excused herself as the inner her was weeping inside. She didn't have any more time to process what had just happened because he was coming. She saw him coming down the hall, running his hand through his hair. As he saw her, was that Dread? No, he loved seeing her. She knew that. Of course he did. Hey, you, he mustered a smile, and before she could think, she just shoved the phone into his hand and held her breath. His eyes scanned her paragraph, letting out a sigh before handing it back. Sweetie, I am so sorry, but I can't. He almost whispered, his eyes filled with sincere apology. No, that's fine. I just had to ask. She tried to play it off with a laugh, even though she felt as if she might break down right then and there. Hey, maybe I'll see you at a show again sometime? He smiled, starting to walk away. No, you won't, she sniffed, blinking back her tears. He laughed, not believing that for 1 second. But it was true. She looked around the room, people laughing, chatting. She felt the walls caving in. The one thing she had come there to do. The one solitary thing she'd spent 3 years planning. It had gone down in flames in less than 30 seconds. How did this happen? How did she get here? How did she let herself believe that for 1 second this would ever turn out the way that she had wanted it to? She had to. Now that she was really going to lose it, she had to get out of there. She barely made it down the stairs, pushing past people who muttered annoyances as she kept moving. She slammed the door open and barely made it around the corner of the building before throwing up all over the sidewalk and collapsing on the ground, sobbing. Her heels were broken, her contacts had fallen out. Full-on hot mess completed. She had nothing left. Nothing mattered. Even the one thing keeping her together was gone. She was completely destroyed, and she wanted to crawl up into that alley and die. And she was sure she'd never come back from it. But, my friends, she did. And her story didn't end here. In fact, it's only just beginning. So, like I said, true story, really happened. No, I will not say who the guy is. That's why I said he. So that was the worst night of my life, pretty much. So, and you know what's sad is that's pretty much how I remember it. Couldn't tell you for sure what happened after that. So let me know if you liked my vulnerability there, or if you would like to see what happened after that. I also will probably go into how I got to that point. It's messy. Let's just say that. So let me know. Yeah. I appreciate you being kind in the comments and not making this worse. Okay, bye.